Price is never a concern. It's the value, which we are after. That's what we pay for in life. And if you can dig that understanding of what value my client is after, then you will have more income. The biggest essence of making a lot of money is to actually share a lot of energy with people. Because everything is energy, even making money is energy. The more energy you can share in your own style, it doesn't need to be that you have to be loud. It doesn't mean that you have to be standing like me and dancing. Whatever that your way is of sharing more energy with the world, with the people, with the clients you serve, the more money will come your way. If you don't share that much of energy and give the warmth of who you are, even if the techniques that I'm going to give you today, it's not going to make a lot of impact in your life. You got to be okay to share more value, more energy, and more of who you are with the world to create more income. So I want to understand from your definition, what do you think money is? Okay, and what is that you're doing right now in 1 or 2, 3 words, which is making you money right now? If you're in a job, business, or both, let me know. And why it is important, for you to make money, more money than what you're making right now. Money is nothing. Money is a medium to exchange value and energy. If you need something, money becomes the medium for you to get it. That's all money is. It's just a way of achieving, getting, whatever that you're after in life. And obviously more on the materialistic, side of life. So if you want more money to come your way, you got to be understanding, that it's a medium to exchange. The more you're willing to exchange, the more it'll come your way. How many of you here, you would love it if you can create, 1-2 lakh rupees in just a couple of days of work, just like 2 days, 3 days work, 5 days work? Yeah, it is possible. If you see it from my world, if you see it from your world, you might like, oh, no, it's not. And that's what is happening in your world right now, because you don't understand by leveraging, you can generate massive income. I hope you have heard a term called asset and liabilities. So all of you here, you must write down these 2 words, asset and liabilities. Move more towards assets and move as far as away from liabilities as possible. All the negative people you have in your life, they are big liabilities of your life. Yeah, I know some of them are blood relationships to you, but I can tell you, if you spend a lot of time with them, it's not adding to the asset which you are. And making money, there are 2 ways people do it, okay? The first one is very common to you because of your mentoring and programming from parents and culture and relatives, which is the one-to-one strategy. You clock in your hours, and you get paid for it. And you hope and pray that one day your salary will increase, or you will save a lot of money and probably do something with it after a few years, and you're not able to catch up. You're playing that mouse game, every few months to few weeks to maybe few years, you think, oh, now I'm going to make it happen, but it's not happening. How many of you understand what I'm talking about here? Yeah, most people go through that rat race, hoping that one day they can leave the rat race, and they're so stuck up, like that cat or dog, to catch their tail, they never catch it. They're just moving round and round and round and round and round and round, and hope, that it'll work out for them. Because one-to-one strategy, in 99% cases, has never helped anybody to become financially free. If you want to live a great life and raise your income, then you can't just stick to one-to-one. For 99% people, you have to find a way to go to the next level. How many of you here who have given an interview in life, or those people who are doing a job right now, or those people who did job in the past, you realize that you walked into an interview, and actually, if you look at the entire process, you had to sell yourself as to what value and services you will bring on the table so that they should hire you? I would highly recommend that you must learn the power of rapport building. What is rapport building? Rapport building, is about making that person in front of you in ways, smart ways, in a very authentic way, to like who you are. Yeah, that's called rapport building. And actually building that common ground with somebody who's a human like you, similar fears, similar kind of life they are in, and say, what, we are common, my friend. And when you can do that, you will create more sales, more revenue, and you can crack those interviews you're after to get more salary or get promotion within your job. There are very high chances, the reason you're not getting promoted right now, if you're stuck for last few years, or you're not able to, discuss beautifully in a panel discussion, because you haven't built enough rapport with your superiors, with your managers, and maybe with your colleagues as well. So rapport building, again, common ground. What is common ground? Quick example. You're speaking to a client. The client tells you when you're taking their date of birth, because it needs to be filled in the form, 23rd of May, whatever. and you say, oh, wow, you're born in May. My mom is also born in the month of May. And that's where you build common grounds. Somebody says, oh, I'm originally from Morocco, but I live in London. Oh, okay, Morocco. It's a beautiful country. I visited last year, and I would like to say, the food, the people, they're amazing. That's called common ground. How many of you understand what I'm talking about here? There's always something you can find common, where if you talk about that commonality, that bridge gets, built in between you and that human, and you have more rapport with each other. When you have rapport with each other, it'll be very difficult for people to say no to you. One of the things people miss out when it comes to generating revenue, they are always, talking about what they want from life or want from clients. And they forget, to ask at the deepest level possible, that what is my client's pain? What keeps my clients awake in the night? And what can I do, from my world and life, that the life of the person in front of me changes, which is about, the idea to dig the pain deeper. How many of you here, you're kind of getting it, that digging the pain is very important? Because money is never a concern. Yeah, money is never, ever a concern. My mom, she struggles to go into an amazing restaurant, spend 10, 20,000 rupees for a great dinner, because she'll come from very humble background. But she invested 3.5 lakhs for a gold bangle. With just the blink of the eye, she just gave 3.5 lakh rupees. How many of you understand what I'm talking about here? Yeah. So price is never a concern. It's the value, which we are after. That's what we pay for in life. And if you can dig that understanding of what value my client is after, then you will have more income. And this is my recommendation. I am guilty of doing this in the past 12, 13 years, when I did not understand this whole authentic way of selling. Don't sell the wrong thing to wrong people, which is, what this whole idea in the past said, can you sell a comb to a bald head guy? Can you sell, shaving cream to a, SIRT guy, SIG guy? Why would you do that? They don't have a need for it. Even if you do, I don't think, it's a good fulfillment you will receive by making that money. And a lot of people, think that is the best way to create business.